Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, beaming out to you from little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia. Joined today by Greg Benson. Greg, g'day, sir. Very warm welcome from down under. Where are you located?
I am located in Arlington, Texas, and it is a good warm welcome because it's about 99 degrees Fahrenheit here.
That's about 45 degrees Celsius, I think, which is
Plenty warm.
extremely hot. So you haven't really hit fall yet by the sound of it.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Still baking out the summer. Well, enjoy it if you possibly can. I hope you got aircon. Folks, for those of you who haven't heard of Greg, he's an EOS specialist. That's Entrepreneurial Operating System Specialist. He's implemented and he's got over 25 years experience helping entrepreneurial leaders gain traction in their business. Rather than spinning your wheels, actually moving forward. I know the system well enough to validate its efficacy. It's a really thoroughly well thought out system, and I've seen the results in various clients as businesses over many years. They actually do get traction and direction and focus, and it's I love the time frame of accountability and review based on implementing a clear plan. So that's what Greg is all about. The title today is aptly called, Are You Running Your Business or Is Your Business Running You? Then Greg's going to share with us in the next 7 minutes all about that. So Greg, our time starts now. Question number one, sir, is who is your ideal client?
Yes, my ideal client is entrepreneurial leadership teams. They need to be open and honest, open with themselves and each other. They need to be growth oriented, typically 10 to 250 employees and privately held.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Question number two is, what's the problem you solve for them?
Well, I help entrepreneurial leadership teams solve their vision, traction, healthy problem. So let me describe that for you. When I say vision, what I mean is helping to get that leadership team and the entire organization crystal clear on where they're going and how they're going to get there. And with the traction, what I mean by that is I help get the entire organization, starting with the leadership team, more disciplined and accountable and executing towards that vision. And finally, healthy. Tom, you and I have plenty of gray hairs. We've seen this before. But many times, leaders in an organization don't work well together. With EOS, what we do is we help to get those leaders into a leadership team that's cohesive, functional, open, and honest with each other. Because what we found that as goes your leadership team, so goes the rest of the organization. Absolutely. We get to a point to where everyone in the organization is crystallized on that vision, laser focused on it. Everywhere you look, the people are disciplined and accountable and executing towards that vision. It's like they're gaining more traction every day. And finally, it's just a much more open, honest, cohesive place, even a fun-loving place to work.
Right.
That makes more money.
The transformation of the culture. And what I love about it is you've got this team now heading in the same direction rather than pulling against each other. It's one of the big features that I've noticed.
Absolutely.
Tell us, Greg, thank you for that. Question three, we've got 5 minutes left. What are some of the typical symptoms that a leader in an organization is going to be noticing that's going on that's going to kind of give them the heads up that they need to be reaching out to you?
Yeah, some of the symptoms or biggest problems that they have is going to be lack of control. When we talk about lack of control, what we mean is lack of control of their time, of the market, of their company. Instead of them controlling their business is controlling them. Right. You know, another one is what we call the people problem. And business would be wonderful if it weren't for people. Well, especially in entrepreneurial growth-oriented companies, what you find is that they're frustrated with their employees, with their customers, with their vendors, and even with their partners. You know, they don't seem to understand, they don't get it, they don't follow through. They're not on the same page. Another one is, we'll call it lack of profit. They're working way too hard for way too little. Let's see, another one would be, they've hit the ceiling. No matter what they seem to try, they just can't seem to break through to the next level. And so they're stuck and they're confused and they don't know what to do. And the final one is what I like to call nothing's working. They've tried everything they know. They've read the latest book, okay? And it works for a while, but doesn't stick. And as a result, their staff gets numb to new initiatives. And so they're really now are just spinning their wheels. They need to be able to stop and get traction.
Got it. Thank you. Great description. Question 4, we've got 3.5 minutes left. We're looking at some good-sized organizations that are growth-orientated. They're going to try stuff. You mentioned buying the books, going to the latest seminar maybe. What are some of the common mistakes that you've seen folks make before they find your solution?
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of them, but let me give you 2 of the biggest ones. And that number 1 is thinking that they can work harder and longer. The problem is that there's a bandwidth issue. There's a capacity issue in their business and in their personal life. And there's only so hard or long that you can work before you get, you overload or you have a failure. And personally, I hope it's a failure in the business and not in their personal life. Mm. The other aspect of that is that if they work longer and harder, they're probably going to be doing more of the things they shouldn't be doing in the first place, that they should be delegating and working with their team to do. So that's number 1. A second one is what I like to call the new great idea book. Now, Tom, I know you're a person that really seeks wisdom, and there are a lot of great books that have been written. And it seems like every month there's a new book that comes out. Right. A great book, very good book. But what we also know is that there's nothing new under the sun. What we need are things that, a complete system that's simple, that works.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I've found in EOS.
Thank you, sir. Just under 2 minutes left. Question 5, 1 valuable free action. So it's like a top tip. Give it an idea that's going to move people forward. Won't solve the whole problem, but it might be a step in the right direction.
Well, in EOS, we call it the journey. So maybe their first step in this journey is simply to go to my website, apprendecoaching.com. Apprende means learn. I help businesses learn a new way of doing business. Okay. Schedule a chat with me. All we're going to do is talk and see if EOS and me might be right with them. If there's some kind of match or, and while supplies last, I've got a number of books by Gino Wickman, the book Traction. I'd love to send them to them for free.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. So that's APRENDE, aprendecoaching.com. Go get it there, folks. You can book a consult and grab yourself a free book while you do that. We've got 60 seconds left, Greg. Question number 7. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
Tom, this may sound a little cheesy, and I hope the audience will forgive me, but you would ask, Greg, why do you love implementing EOS? And here's why. I've been in the business world for 40 plus years, and I've seen a lot of things. But what I found with EOS is a system, a complete system that's simple and works. And so what I love doing is working with entrepreneurial leadership teams to help them get what they want out of their business. Not everybody wants the same thing, but I can help them get what they want with EOS. It's complete, simple, and works.
I think the nice thing about EOS is that the structure and the framework and the knowledge that you apply actually makes success more inevitable than anything else. Greg Benson, thank you so much for your time, your insights, and for sharing so generously. Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.